Hello and welcome to Fintech Today. I'm Matt Hyde, the founder of Fintech Awards London. Day 3, it's nearly the end of the 28 interviews for today. And we're great to have one of the finalists who's just come out of her interview joining us. So maybe, Kate, you can introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, 28 today. Wow, gosh. Thank you, firstly, for having me. My name's Kate Phillips. I'm a regional director from Timeline. We have been really fortunate. We're actually in 2 finalist categories, one for Fintech and Scale Up and one for Wealth Tech. So yeah, it's been a really interesting kind of last couple of days. Thanks for having us.
So you say interesting, I suppose. It's quite an unusual process for judging and for awards.
Yeah.
How did you find it being a finalist and so was that process of going in and meeting quite a large panel of 5 or 6 people?
Yeah, I think as well, a large panel of really grown up people. You know, that was really interesting. You know, you've got people in there of CEOs of Go Compare and project leads for EY, you know, big firms, big names, big responsibilities. So you know, you're kind of in awe of these people, but also fearful at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and they're using big words and big questions. But I think the process is fascinating. It's the first time I've ever been invited to do an interview as part of an award selection process. And I think it's just been brilliant because actually Timeline was a business that started up and no one knew who we were. No one knew what we did. And, you know, we really had to walk the pavements, sow the seeds and get to know people for them to know who we are and what's important to us and what's our DNA built on and what's our mission. And actually, sometimes that doesn't come across in a written award submission. So it's really nice to be able to come in and actually sit down in front of people and share our story. And I think the same way that you can talk to people and you can look at people in the eye and they understand what it is you're trying to achieve. So it's been fascinating. And some of the questions have been really daunting. I left yesterday, actually, and I phoned our chief finance officer because I was like, oh, I had this question and I just wanted to run past you. You know, is there anything I should have said that I missed out on? So it's kind of been a really big learn for me as well about, you know, lots of different ways that people view our business and what we're looking to achieve. So fascinating.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I think the process works really, really well. The judges really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just makes a difference in their decision making. Very briefly, I suppose, Timeline been going for a number of years.
Yep.
From where you were to where you are now, what's happened?
Yeah, well, we started off as a cash flow planning tool, essentially. And we were designed to answer the deaccumulation problem. So for those going into retirement, the very simple question is, am I going to be okay? And we've been on this really humbling journey over that period and now run a complete ecosystem. So essentially we offer a first-in-class tech stack from fact find to risk questionnaires to cash flow planning, along with our evidence-based portfolios that are run across all of our major platforms. And then more of late, we've just introduced our own Timeline platform. So designed to really help advisors invest and plan, retire with confidence, and absolutely love it. But it's been a really humbling experience kind of going from, you know, having a handful of firms that have joined us on the journey to now sort of 560 firms, 104% year-on-year growth. It's just been an incredible but humbling journey.
Brilliant. And hence why you're a finalist, because as many people know, over 200 entries.
Yeah.
Finalist is only down to sort of 86, 87.
Yeah.
So well done for being a finalist.
Yeah, thank you.
And we find out the good news or the great news, I suppose, on June the 18th at the Underglobe. So all the best for that.
To be honest with you, we're a finalist, so we've already won, you know, regardless of what the outcome is on the 18th. And what's fascinating about this process is there's lots of worthy winners. And I think that's the key thing to remember. Fintech is often overlooked. And I think people forget a crucial role in what it plays. And certainly in lots of different industries, but most importantly, the role it plays for financial advisors in our financial services piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, totally agree. So well done and see you on the 18th.
Look forward to it. Thanks for having me.